So these things, the dog that you have in your house, the dog's coming in, he's pissing, the cats are freaking jumping on you. Dude, these are distractions. Some of you guys, I'm not going to even say it because it's too much for you guys to confront, but these are things you should be assessing over those 3 days. Okay. What is distracting you? Okay. What happens now today? What's today? Saturday?
Saturday. Yeah.
Yeah. What happens Sunday, Sunday and Monday? Are you going to see if you can get some successes over the next 48 hours? Or are you just going to just sleep in and you're learning something? Look, guys, I can tell you, I can show you guys millions of people smarter than me. They're so smart, it's unbelievable. They just don't apply anything. So I am Mr. Application Man. Give me one piece of data and I'm going to string that piece of data. If I pay $25 for that piece of data, I'm getting $250 out of it. I was telling Annie last night, Annie works with me, and I said, Annie, I don't think I've ever paid for anything in my whole life, ever. I was 26 years old and I didn't have any money. And I wanted something. And I told this guy I didn't have any money. He's like, bro, you don't need money. You need to go make contact with somebody else, give them a service. They give you their money. You use their money to buy that thing you wanted. Ever since I heard that, I have never, ever used my money to buy anything. I always go get new money to pay for this new thing and never use my money. That means I'm always adding something, right? So don't lose money, right? Once I get it, I don't lose it. I take it. Remember on Monday, I was talking to you guys about what I do with money, right? Let's say this is money. This napkin is money. I get a bag of money and I take it and I convert it into this building. Okay. I convert it into this building. Well, I don't have the napkin anymore, but now I got the building. You can't steal the damn building from me. You can steal this. You can take this. Okay. But once I convert to the building, you cannot burn the money anymore. This has got insurance on it. It's made of bricks, cements, glass. The reason I put it here, this is my bank. Real estate is my bank. Okay. And I've never trusted the banks because I think the banks are a scam. I think the banks are built on scams. They're legal pyramid schemes. You know, because what happens is if you go to the bank and drop your money off at the bank and go back there tomorrow and say, let me have that money back, they cannot give you that money back. They've already sent that money out 9 times, maybe 10 times. They took your checking account and then sent it out to 10 more people. That means none of that money exists. You guys understand? That is a pyramid scheme right there. That is counterfeiting. It is literally it's a Ponzi scheme. There is no 10 times that money that was lent out. They got to cross their fingers and hope all 10 people can
don't come back and redeem.
Don't come back and say, hey, I want, it doesn't exist. Okay. So I don't want to leave my money at the bank. I'm giving you guys a money lesson right now. I don't want to leave my money at the bank. What I do is I take the money, I convert it to this. Now I have no money. I'm out of money. So guess what? An emergency comes. What do? A big emergency comes. I can't sell the building. It's illiquid. Bottled water. Okay. It's a brick building. It's cement, concrete, steel, elevators, rooms in it. It's got a 30-year mortgage on it. You cannot do anything to this building right now. Right. And I don't have any money and I got a problem. Somebody needs some money. Somebody needs money back. Guess what? I can't help you. Okay. Now, if I do need some money, what am I do? I have to get creative, hustle, because I don't have any cash. See, what you guys do is you earn money and then you put the money in the bank account and then an emergency comes up and you go basically, okay, let me take 200 of that, 300 of that, 600 of that. I'll use my ATM card. I don't do that stuff. I put it in something where I can't get to it. Now I got to go hustle new money. I want something. I want to buy a bicycle. I don't have any money, but I got a building. Okay. And I have no money. So what I got to do? I got to go hustle $800 to get a bike for my kid. And that's why I never go backwards. So never lose money, earn it, work hard to earn it. You got to build the discipline to earn money. Okay. You guys that have, if you saw me on the third night, I kept telling people over and over, dude, don't worry about that business you got. Just go get somebody to give you $1. You guys remember that? I kept telling her, just go ask somebody for $100. You don't need to do their hair. I don't know why you guys think you got to do something. I don't have to do something. Okay. I could get you guys to give me money right now. I guarantee there's somebody here that would send me who would send me $100 right now? Zena would send me 100. Travis, that's all I got to do. I got to get an audience big enough to say, hey guys, who would give me 100? Just give me a honey. Okay. When am I going to get it back? I don't know right now, man, but I guarantee I'm gonna give it back to you. Now you can't keep doing that if you're going to go sleep all day and smoke weed. Because sooner or later, everybody's going to not trust you to get that 100 again. I don't want to ask them one time. I want to ask them over and over and over again. Like you got to deliver on the goodies. I'm assuming that everybody here we're talking to is a good person. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm gonna be wrong 2% of the time, but 98% of the time, people are good people. Like 2% of the time, people will steal from me. 98% of the time, they never, ever take anything from me. I've had people bring me money back before. Okay. So you guys focus on the thief. I don't. I focus on good people. Build a big audience. They're good people. I'm going to be a good person. Oh yeah. Annie just brought me $100. See? It's a trick, guys. You guys should always give somebody something more than they took from them, particularly people with money. My dad taught me this when I was 8 years old. The doctor, his friend, they were having a martini, and the doctor care. My dad had just given me some money, like $1 or something. That was a big deal, and it was 4 quarters. And Dr. Karras asked me for a quarter. So let me have a quarter. I need a quarter. I'm like, no. And my daddy said, never, ever deny a man in power. You never, man. You give them something. Give them your last dollar. See, what you guys do is you guys give money to people that can't never pay you back. You give money to people that need money, it's the wrong thing to do in the beginning. Remember what I talked about? You got to take care of you right now. You got to make sure your tree has got, can provide shade. If you're just a little limb right now, you're a little baby tree right now, you need to make sure you get water and nutrition and you start growing and you get plenty of sunshine. And then after about 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 seasons, you got a trunk on you and you got some branches and you got some leaves. Shit, maybe after 6 years, you putting out fruit. Okay, maybe after 30 years, you providing shade and a place for people to have a picnic. You guys are trying to help people before you should be helping people. Mm-hmm. Okay,
get your own house in order.
Yeah, get your own house in order. All right, so look, I just want to congratulate you guys for being here. If you can show up for that $1 million breakfast, you're going to be in a room with a bunch of oak trees. You're going to be in a room with ballers, okay? The reason we did that was because I remember walking into a Goldman Sachs meeting once, and everybody in the room was worth $400 million. I was in that room 35 minutes, changed my life. I didn't say one word. Nobody talked to me. Nothing happened. Fucking changed my damn life. Right. I'm like, oh my God, man. I was just in a room with these guys are ugly. They're fat. They don't know how to dress. They got no swag. What the hell is wrong with me? They got their bank right. Something. They got in the right room with the right people, heard the right things about the right things at the right time, and boom. Like, what the hell am I doing? Good looking, swag. God damn. I got it all going, but they got the bricks. What am I doing wrong? So I wasn't in that environment, right? I'd never been in that environment. I never had that example. Just give me the example. Just show me the example one time. Les Brown, I heard Les Brown speak once. I'm like, oh my God, that's what a great speaker sounds like. I heard John Kennedy, talk about going to the moon, and Martin Luther King on his dream speech. I'm like, oh, that's what it sounds like. That's what that sounds like. You hear Barack talking his cadence. It is time. It is the time now that we should. And if we should, then we must. You know, that very method. I'm like, that's what a good speaker sounds like. So, you know, those are all examples, guys. Everybody here needs a better example. You got to be around great people, because if you're not around great people, you're not going to be great, period. So I really want to just thank and congratulate all of you for getting to this point, okay, to showing up and then showing up every day. Okay, now you got to keep showing up. I don't want this to be the last thing you do with us until the next thing you do with us. I can't wait to let me just share this with you, okay? See, this is what gets me excited. A lot of you have been hitting me, asking Annie and Jared. We got emails. Hey, what can I do for Grant? Smart question, by the way. You know? Yeah, but I need the numbers. That's great. We got their logos. I need to know what happened for them. You know, what you guys could do with me, like 10X Health System. A guy named Gary Brecka brought me a company called Streamline Medical. Mm-hmm. We partnered with his company. I was so inspired by his products. We partnered with him, and the company went from 250 grand, barely 250 grand a month to you know, probably 7 million a year. We're partners now. Okay. Mosley, multifamily. Guy was making, I don't know, 300 grand a year. He's going to make maybe $10 million this year. He's a partner of ours. I'm a partner with him. Okay. Flusel tubes. They make these big inner tubes. Okay. They're connecting inner tubes that go in a swimming pool. We were so impressed with it. We partnered with the company. I don't think we gave them any money. We gave them support, marketing support, sales support. Boom, the company's blowing up. I'm part of that. 10X Health System, check this out, helped Dana White. Dana was sick with COVID. We called Dana because we knew about it. Dana, we can help you. And Dana's like, if you guys don't know who Dana White is, he owns and runs the UFC. Dana's like, that's some bullshit. Nobody can help me. I'm sick. Dana, just give us 20 minutes. All right, whatever. He's an old crotchy guy. Yeah, come on out. Okay, come on out. Dana White said, Dana, we can help you get over COVID, man. Literally like 5 hours later, the guy was freaking dancing on the ceiling. Thought he was
Michael Jackson.
No, the guy that used to own my house.
Oh, Lionel Richie.
Lionel Richie thought he was Lionel Richie dancing on the ceiling. Okay, and Dana White then goes on and promotes 10X Health System to like tens of millions of people, including some of the most successful people on the planet that I didn't have access to. Okay, so Brandon Dawson, we did an event. Brandon Dawson came to me because the event you guys are going to see next week, Brandon Dawson, I didn't know Brandon. I didn't know Natalie. They responded to a book I wrote called The 10X Rule. Natalie fell in love with the message. Her husband wanted nothing to do with me. He asked her what she wanted for Christmas. She's like, I want 2 tickets to the growth conference in Miami. That's all I want. How much are they? $20,000 each. She's like, that's ridiculous. She's like, that's what I want. He's like, okay, I'll buy them for you. They showed up 2 months later for the event. They sat in front. Me and Brandon are like, he's one of my best friends. And we're partners in business. And this year we'll make $75 million together. Okay. And he's introducing me to all these other business owners around the world. So when you guys say, hey, what can I do for Grant? Be successful. It's the only thing I care about for you is you being more successful. It is when I become interested in you the most is when Lawrence Johnson, not Lawrence, like a white Lawrence, but a cultured Lawrence. Okay. That is the way that should be. Lawrence. Okay. See, man, your culture, man, why y'all got to have all the good shit? Huh? You got the best food. Y'all party the best. Like you got the best music. You know how to dance. Okay. So like Lawrence, me and you partner, what?
I like how you say Laurent.
That's how you say it, Laurent's, right? Yeah, yeah. So me and you partner together. All of a sudden, we start smashing some of these barriers, these limitations, some of this black-white problem that we have in this country. Then all of a sudden, we're doing something together where we're eating together, hanging out at each other's homes, not just talking about it on TV. Look, money divides a lot of people. Money can also bring a lot of people together. Okay? Your success is important to me. It's important to our company. Everybody already knows that I got a plane. People know I got a helicopter. People know that I'm showing off. They know I'm rich. I want you guys to have that. I want to show you guys off. We're looking for the next great American speaker right now. We're going to do season 2 of that. We have 4 TV shows right now. We're looking for super successful people to run those shows. If you think you're a TV personality, well, you know what? Show me that. Yeah, but I'm not going to put you on TV if you're not successful. I don't want an actor. If I wanted an actor, I go to Hollywood. I want a real deal. I want somebody real, okay? So everybody's got a place in our universe, in this 10X world that we've created. Everybody has a place here except the people that quit, the people that make excuses, the people that don't take on more responsibility. They want to say, oh, that's not my job. I didn't know I was supposed to do that. The people that think small, that's fine. You can think small. I'm just telling you, you're not going to get on my radar thinking small. And you're also not going to get on my radar if you got the next big, solution, but you have no plan and you haven't showed up and you haven't you got to do the work. Everybody here at my company works hard. So we just ask you guys to do what we've done, get on the radar, get successful, and we'll support you guys. So if you guys last minute can make it into Vegas, man, you want to figure out how to get in here?
394
What?
that are on.
Yeah.
Are coming.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. That's awesome. You guys, the 394 that are coming, man, any of you else can swing. I don't even know if we can get you in the thing at this moment, but I'm probably creating more problems than solutions. But I just want to say again, thank you guys for being here. You've done awesome. Now you got to keep doing. Last thing I'll say is this, okay? Don't go learn something new now. Double down on what you got. You haven't finished anything. So there's no finish here. The finishing is for the school grades. The bullshit school grades. Because all that's, you finished the 7th grade. Okay, now what? I got to go do the 8th grade now. Now you finish that, what do you got to do? 9th grade. Shit, most of your kids probably should have done the 7th grade a couple times. Because by the time they get out of high school, it looks like they didn't go through any grades. Like you're never gonna finish learning about sales. You're never gonna finish learning about marketing. You're never gonna finish learning about persistence and creativity. You're never ever gonna finish learning how to control yourself in a negotiations. You're never ever going to comp a class or get some bullshit piece of paper that says you're a doctor. The doctor of attitude. Okay, good. Well, no matter how much you learn about it, you're going to have a good attitude tomorrow when the whole world's going to hell. Leadership is not a class that you complete. Success is not something you finish. There is no certificate here, okay? And that's what everybody's looking for. You guys are looking for somebody to give you some piece of paper. Oh, you finished. It's a gimmick, man. Don't you guys get it? It's a gimmick. The guy goes to school for 8 years to become a doctor, and by the time he finishes, he doesn't even know how to set up a practice. He knows nothing. He's under all this financial stress, and he's trying to get stress off his patients. What a damn joke. Okay, how can you get rid of that's why so many doctors tell you, man, you must be stressed out, because they're stressed out. Okay, and they end up eating their own medicine. And I'm like, no, I don't have any stress, man. I've had so many doctors tell me this, man, you must have a lot of stress running all these companies. No, I don't have any stress, bro. Shit. You're the one stressed. underpaid and stressed. Too much debt. Don't know how you're going to get off of this. Working too many hours. Blah, blah, blah. Right. So look, last thing on top of the last thing is the math. Always go back to that math, man. That math will get you out of your problems. Okay. So thank you guys. Congratulations, Jared. I'm going to turn it back over to you and Pete.
Amen.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Yeah, guys, give it up for GC. Give it up for Grant, guys. Give it up for Grant. Come on. Hey, listen, a few things, guys. I know that there's over 300 of you there. I just want you to know the 9,000 or 10,000 that aren't, just want you to know the virtual experience. We will make sure that those ballers that Grant's talking about is coming back into the virtual studio. So just know that we got a sweet plan, and here's the goal. Like, the goal is for anybody that's not at 1 million, if you're at 1 million, put 1 mil, meaning if you're there or over. If you're not at 1 million, say not there yet. YET, yet. So everybody listening should put one of those two, either 1 mil plus. I'm not saying you could be at 10 mil or not there yet. Grant just gave you a target. I bet you they're going to do this $1 million breakfast every year. So who's committed to being at the $1 million breakfast next year if you're not if you don't qualify this year? Like, who's committed to that? That's the 1% club right there. Remember Grant talking a lot about the 1% club? That's getting there. And so if you're not qualifying for it this year, Jared, I think they should be shooting for a target next year, because I bet it's going to happen at next year's GrowthCon as well. Pretty good chances of it.
I would say that there is a good chance that it's going to happen again. So
yeah. So a couple of things while I got Jared here, because we don't want to keep you super late. Jared, I'm stoked about the virtual experience. You guys have given me free reins to take care of our virtual folks. What do I encourage you to do the next 2 days, guys? I encourage you to go through and catch up if you're behind, or go back through. And between now and tomorrow night, man, there's still 60% of you on this call right now that haven't submitted your action plan. If you want to graduate, you have to submit that by midnight tomorrow. And so my encouragement to you is continue to stay in the core curriculum the next 2 days. Stay in the core curriculum the next 2 days. Visualize that action plan. Take some action around that action plan. Like, go win on it on Monday. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you guys are with us. And I'm going to tell you what, it's going to be powerful. It's going to be a treat. And I'm so excited about it. What I'd want you to do, and Jared, I want to get some of your thoughts. One of the things we're going to do, there's a couple of things we're going to do. Let me give you a little bit, and you might want to write this down. Pete, what are my next steps? Submit your action plan. Here you go. Show up for GrowthCon. The third one's important here, Jared. Spend your $1,000 credit. And then fourth, the debrief call. We will do a debrief call, one final call the week after GrowthCon, to just have a full debrief of launching that action plan into the world. We will have a debrief call. Those are the 4 pieces: action plan, GrowthCon, spend your $1,000, and debrief call. Pete, why is that debrief call? Because at that time, we'll let you know the things that are coming in the portal, all of the additional bonuses. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about your action plan. But right now, between now and then, that will be the following week after GrowthCon. It will most likely be on a Wednesday or Thursday. We'll get you the dates. Don't worry. I'll tell you at GrowthCon. We'll have that on the calendar, and I'll tell you at GrowthCon. But the whole intention of that is to now being like a launching to your action plan. So you know how to submit the action plan. You know when GrowthCon is. Jared, I'm going to have you focus on day one, Jared. If it's cool, Jared, I'm going to bring you back to the studio, Jay, and let them see the different places where they can spend that $1,000 credit. Is that cool? Sometime on day one, bringing you back there in the afternoon, and letting them see, like, do I go to this workshop? Do I go to this workshop? Do I go to this boot camp?
Yeah.
I'm going to let you break that down on how they can, where they can spend it. I'd love for them to get rid of that credit before they're done with GrowthCon. If you're down with that, I think all of them should use that credit, get in the room with us. So will you come on that first day
Yeah,
sometime?
we'll figure out when to do it for sure. I'm in.
Okay. Any thoughts you have on that, Jared? Action plan, GrowthCon, use your credit, and debrief call.
Yeah, I mean, I just, a lot of people are asking, what do I use it? They're already asking for it. So we'll handle this. We'll handle this on the first day. It's attached to your account in our system. And so we'll make sure that we go over all the logistics of how to use it and where to go to, where to go to redeem it. Like what workshops, what they're about, what you can expect to get from them. There's a lot of options. So, our goal is that this was something that was valuable enough to you that you're interested in doing more stuff with us. And the deeper you go, I promise you, the better it gets, because there's only so much you can handle in 5 days or, an hour a night or 2 hours a night. I mean, we've got workshops that are 3 days long, 8 hours a day. And they go deep. So really excited to get, for those of you who are like, oh man, this is amazing. Just wait till you come to some of our other stuff. It's remarkable. You'll love it.
Hey guys, I want to highlight 10 testimonials. And so right now, as I'm kind of closing up, and Jared, I'll close this up here in just a second and get your last final thoughts. But as I'm closing up, I'd love for you to write a testimonial, be the first testimonials of the Unbreakable. And I'm not talking about, this was great. Someone last night sent us a text, sent us a message. She said, I've been in personal growth and investing in myself for 12 years, and I've spent over $100,000 on my education. And the Unbreakable Business $1,000 wasn't just the best program I've ever invested in. It was better than a lot of the $10,000 and $20,000 programs that I've invested in. And then she signed her name. Like, if you will drop a testimony, if you've had,
let me tell them where to send that.
well, dude, I would rather them take action right now, bro, in the chat. Rhett can get all
No, because they can't track it in the chat. That's why I'm telling you, we need to, if you email it to success@grantcardone.com.
Right.
They were coming in too fast. The team, they were texting me. They couldn't even keep up with it. So if you just go to success@grantcardone.com, just send us a quick email, a few lines, like what we're going to do. I'll just tell you guys what we're going to do with this. We're going to get these. And for the next 2 or 3 or 4 weeks, all we're going to do in our morning meetings is we're going to read the success stories of the people that came out of this group. We do it every single morning. And it's something that really lights the team up. Behind the scenes of everybody, behind the scenes of what you guys were a part of over the last period of time, there's 258 employees on our side, another 140 in the Cardone Ventures side. You have Pete's team. You have who else was involved in this? I mean, there's just the team is massive, and there's so many people that play a part in this that don't get to be acknowledged for this. And so in this public forum, so I'd like to thank them for making this happen. But your testimonials and success stories are the things that really help them know that the work that they did was meaningful. So if you guys could do that, success@grantcardone.com, we'd really appreciate it. And so would the rest of the team.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you for that, Jared. So guys, just a couple of thoughts right here as we kind of come to a close. I will make sure on Tuesday that we kind of break down the different workshops and where you can apply that credit. As Jared said, I'll make sure Jared comes back there. You guys are going to be in for a treat Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Who thinks they can be there the majority of the time? Drop the word majority, if not all of the time. If you're planning to be there the majority or all, drop that down there, because it's going to be really, really incredible. So what would I encourage you to do? I just want to remind you, for all of you, this is where I'd have you live. If you haven't gotten done, go back into grantcardone.com / training.grantcardone.com. It's also on your dashboard. Log in and get through this. Make sure if you're not through it, get through it. The most important thing you can do between now and tomorrow night is your action plan. It's right here. It's right here. You submit it here, or you can just go to grantcardone.com / action plan and submit it there. And it looks like this, guys. Put your first name, your last name, your email, and you upload it. It's really, really simple. Really, really simple. Get those in. I think we have over 2,000. So congratulations, but we should have 5, 6, 7,000 of those guys. 5, 6, 7,000. And once again, your action plan is right here on your dashboard, right here on your dashboard. And you can see it right here. You see, why is this important? Because this dashboard, I don't know if you're excited about this, but this dashboard changes from the Unbreakable Business System dashboard to the GrowthCon dashboard on Monday. It changes. Your login doesn't change, but the team behind the scenes works their magic because we're going to have a bunch of other things ready for you at GrowthCon. And hey, Rhett, let's make sure that they can even submit questions at GrowthCon, because my goal, I'll be the one backstage. I will read questions. I will take questions. I will bring VIPs up. If you hear a speaker on stage next week, I wish I could tell you, but if you hear a speaker and you're like, I got a question for that speaker because they're coming back to the virtual studio with Pete, make sure you submit that question. I will be looking at all of your questions and finding the ones that are the most powerful that serve all of our virtual attendees. So be submitting questions, and I'll just have that spreadsheet real time looking at your questions. And I'll be bringing a lot of the VIPs up live. VIPs we practiced this week. My question is, so we can get through a lot of questions next week, I think I have 6 or 9 time slots just to be able to answer our virtual folks' questions, our virtual attendees' questions. And once you start seeing the speakers, it's going to bring more questions up inside of you. And all I can tell you, it's going to seal the deal on your action plan that you're committed to getting in. So get that action plan in, block your calendars. The same registration will take place. You'll come to the same place, and don't worry, the team will be emailing you, texting you, and letting you know all the details. Be there for as much as you can. Like Jared said, we'll focus on the $1,000 credit at GrowthCon, and then in the debrief call the week after GrowthCon, we'll let you know the bonuses that are continuing to be dropped in there, but we just want you focused on the core curriculum. So that's why we're waiting to the debrief call to do that and do a full-on debrief. Hey, Jared, on that debrief call, we're going to give away 10 winners to 10 of the best testimonies that we give. We'll give away something really nice on that debrief call, the 10 of the best testimonies that we get in. So Jared, final thoughts, and then I'll give my final thoughts, and we'll be with them at GrowthCon, bro.
It's go time, guys. Time to do the work. No excuses. If you want a bigger life, you got to start making bigger moves. And they're not always going to be comfortable. It's going to be hard. It's going to be tough. You're going to have to do things that you're no good at, and you're going to have to confront a lot of things, but I promise you get to the other side of it. It's worth it, man. 10X is worth it.
Yeah. Hey guys, I love it. I'm so grateful for Jared, Grant, Sherry, Rhett. I mean, the whole team, Jeremy Gabbert. I'm with Jared. I could just go on and on. Robert, the whole crew, the whole CTTI team, the whole Cardone Ventures team, the whole 10X Stages team. Like, thank you guys. I don't know if you guys realize how much behind the scenes it takes to pull this off. Like, it has been a massive thing, but most importantly, I want to thank you. You took the step, you invested, you stepped into this, and you said, man, this is going to change my life. And what I want you to know is that this is just the beginning. We're just getting started. Like, keep showing up. Keep showing up. All of those people that said, I've been here 8 days, it blows my mind away. I haven't seen a group this committed in anything. And maybe it's because it was a shortened version. You could stay committed. Did you guys like that a lot? Who liked the shortened version versus this thing that is extended out that's just digital course? Yeah. Like, if you'd have just gotten some digital course that was a 90-day program, probably don't finish it, right? But a 7-day, you finish it. Maybe talk about that in your testimony. That's a powerful testimony. I've never finished anything. I finished this. Why? Because they compress what other people do in 90 days to 7 days. So kudos to you. Part 2 picks up at GrowthCon. Part 2 picks up at GrowthCon. Get those action plans in. Get those action plans in. grantcardone.com/action plan. Get that in. That's the number one thing to do if you haven't gotten it in. And then the second thing is block your calendar at GrowthCon. So guys, thank y'all for an incredible week. I'm going to rest for a couple of days here in the mountains with my family before I see you guys at GrowthCon. And I'll see you Tuesday morning. Start logging in early because I'll see you guys on the screens. Log in early, but the virtual studio starts at 12 p.m. Eastern. God bless you guys.
See you in Vegas.
When I walk through the door